What's up, y'all? So it is the day after the wreck, as y'all can see right there. It is June 11th, Saturday, June 11th. I'm actually making this just in case I don't make it to the tow place where it's been towed. So to explain what happened, there was traffic coming. I was on Independence Road. I'll try to get some footage of that so you guys can get kind of an idea. I want to show the crash site and then do a walk around of the vehicle, but I'm making this first just in case I don't get to do any of that. So it was already kind of a shitty day. My wife was telling me that she had a bad feeling in her gut, and my little brother was telling me he had a bad feeling in his gut, which usually when my wife gets a bad feeling in her gut, something bad is going to happen. Something bad always does happen. But you know, I didn't think it was going to be me. The funny thing is, my little brother had the same gut feeling, and before that he had a dream something happened to me, and he was just, you know, hoping it wasn't me. But sure enough, it ended up being me. Anyways, I was on my way to get McDonald's for my kids. And there was two-way traffic. There was traffic coming from my left, and then there was traffic coming from my right. And I was making a left turn, actually, and then there was a big enough gap, at least I thought it was a big enough gap, whereby I can make it. And I took the turn a little too fast, and it was already raining outside. And like I said, I took that turn too fast. I lost control and ended up hydroplaning. But yeah, I ended up hydroplaning, and I hit the curb, then I hit the speed sign. I went into a little ditch after that, came back out from the ditch, and there was this big ass, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a brick, square brick. It's like where the big light signs are mounted. It was one of those, but it was the light sign. The pole wasn't there, so it was just the base of it, and it had these four big ass bolts sticking out. And when I came out the ditch, when I came out the ditch, I ended up running over that brick base pretty much, and I hope it missed the motor, but it ended up getting the gas tank. My front passenger wheel hit it first, so that's why when you see in the picture, that's flat. And I believe so. Don't take my word on it. I still gotta go and assess the vehicle, make sure it's, you know, fixable. I know it's drivable because after I came out the ditch and hit that brick base, I was in shock. Actually, I was just sitting there. The glass had my window, or you know, the driver's side glass had broke all over me, but because the tint, it held most of it on, but there was glass shards all over me, and I didn't realize what happened, so I just sat there with my hand on the steering wheel in shock. And you know, I heard some lady, she was yelling, "Are you okay? Are you okay? You need to get out." And me in shock, thinking she told me to move the car, because I thought she said move the car because I'm on something. So I put the car in drive and I moved it a little bit, and she ran over to me and was like, "No, you need to get out. There's gas leaking everywhere." So I ended up getting out and was still kind of shocked. I pulled out my phone, and the first thing I did was, actually, before I even got out the car, as soon as I got into as soon as the car came to a stop, I called my wife and I let her know that I had got into a wreck, and she thought I was joking. And I was like, "No, babe, I really got into a wreck." I don't remember what she said afterwards, but then that's when I heard the lady yelling what I thought she was just saying to move, but she was telling me to get out because gas was leaking everywhere. So when I got out, I saw, and I just put a full tank of gas in. That's what pisses me off. I spent $106 on premium gas the day before, and I can't get that back. But yeah, I got out the car, and the lady stuck with me for a little bit. She called the police. I called my wife, told her to meet me wherever it was at on Independence and Route 53. So when the cops came there, whatever tow company they had for the day, that's who took it. And the cop kept asking me if I wanted to go to the hospital because I kept stumbling over my words. He was asking me what happened and I just couldn't get it out. But he asked if I wanted to go to the hospital and I was like, no, I'm okay. I just didn't know what was going on at the time. I was still trying to process everything. I'm still trying to process everything. But yeah, they ended up towing the vehicle to, it's called Todd's Towing and Recovery. I'm gonna do a walk around to make sure that it's actually operable so that I can, once I do get it out, I can just put it in my driveway and get to work on it. But I pretty much fucked myself over trying to save money. Not trying to save money, but just being a cheap bastard. When it comes to your investments, don't be cheap. I got liability. That's where I fucked up. I should have got full coverage, and something kept telling me to get full coverage. But I ended up getting the state minimum liability. So now everything I have to pay out of pocket. The only thing that's covered is the property damage, which would be that speed sign. I think there was like a Dick's Towing sign, and the cop tried to say that I ran over a light pole, but the way the light pole is, it's already tied up. It's already tied up to an existing light pole. So I was like, that couldn't have been me. There would have been a lot more damage than what's on my car now. So yeah, don't cheap out on your expensive investments. If you cherish your things, I mean, don't, it's materialistic. Don't be materialistic. But if you invest your time and money into something, protect that investment, because you never know what could happen. I thought, not necessarily that I'm invincible, but I didn't think something like this would happen. I always thought somebody else would hit me and they got insurance, but that's dumb to think that way. You never know what can happen. You think it was my birthday. That's another thing. It was my birthday, so I was like, can't nothing go wrong. Yes, it was raining out. It was a little wet out, but I didn't think anything of it. But yeah, just don't cheap out on yourself, because you never know what can happen. That's the same with life insurance, your 401k, all that. Don't cheap out, because you never know what can happen. And the last thing you want is, like my situation, for something to happen and you're shit out of luck. You got to come out of pocket for all that. And to be honest, I really don't know how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I got money. I got some money, but my thing is it worth it? Is it worth fixing her up? Yes, I put $14,000 into that car. If you include all the mods I got to it, or I put into it, the engine that I put into it, $14,000. If that doesn't make you want to protect your investment, putting that much into your car, then I don't know what. So that's where I fucked myself over. Now I have to come out of pocket for everything except the property damage. I mean, I'm happy I don't have to pay for the signs or anything, but don't cheap out. Protect your investments. Get full coverage on everything. Get full coverage on your life insurance, house insurance, homeowners insurance, all that. Don't cheap out. None of that. So, it'll be good content for the channel. Walk you guys along, you guys come along my journey on fixing her up. And, yeah, next time around, whether I fix this car up or get a new car, I'm definitely getting the best coverage money could buy, because last thing I need is for something like this to happen and then I'm again shit out of luck. And thankfully nobody else was in the car with me. My babies were here at home taking a nap. My wife was here, and nobody else was involved. No other drivers were involved. I didn't hit anybody. It was just me and the wet road. So, like I said, don't cheap out. Please don't, because you'll regret it. You'll be shit out of luck if something happens. So I'm okay. In case I've had a million. My mom called me. Then my dad called me. Then my little brother called me. And yeah, I'm okay, guys. It's just my back is sore. And don't cheap out. I appreciate everybody who's rocked with me this far. It's not that many people, just a small handful of people, but I appreciate every single one of you for rocking with me as far as my build this far, and hopefully this doesn't turn you guys away from the channel. If anything, like my homie Romero said, because I was sitting here getting depressed and I didn't want to do anything, but can't do that, because like he was saying, the longer you do it, the easier it is to stay doing it. You gotta get your ass up and get to work. So gotta get out my funk, y'all. It hurts. My wife, when I got home, I told her to wait till later to talk to me about it, but she wanted to talk then. She gave me a hug, and that's what broke me. It broke me. Yeah. It could have been a lot worse, and I'm thankful it wasn't. Thankful that the man upstairs has been looking out for me thus far. Yeah. Like everybody's been saying, the car can be replaced, either fixed or replaced. I can't. As much as I love that car, it's replaceable. And I can't imagine the pain. I'm in pain now, but it feels a lot worse. I can't imagine the pain everybody who rocks with me, who loves me, and you know, all that, how the pain that they be going through. And I don't know, but yeah, I'll get the walk around, the assessment. I'll get all that for you guys as soon as I can. But I just want to make this video now, just in case, because you never know. I might not be able to. Who knows what the future holds. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all who rock with me and who tell me not to give up, even after this situation. Just to keep my head up. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Yeah, I just hope you guys rock with me through this whole journey of fixing her up, getting her back to the way she was, and making her the beast that I was intending to make her. So I'll catch y'all in a little bit. Peace.